Namaste and a very warm welcome to each and everyone. Welcome to this evening session of Being Heartful Every Day. This week, we are exploring on our likes and dislikes. We are having this version 2 of Being Heartful Every Day, same timing 6 a.m. in the morning and 8:50 p.m. in the evening. So when we go for today's session, it is a gentle reminder for all of us to integrate Swadhyaya into our daily routine through sadhana, that is our practices, reflection and introspection, diary writing, and also study of the literature by our masters. Today is day 28 and we are in the evening session. And before we begin the reading, we would like to gently remind each one of us to share the link of masterclasses of Heartfulness with our friends and family for each one to be benefited by this practice. We also urge one and all to please share the link of this program Being Heartful Every Day to help them deepen and regularize their practice. We will start from the article Yogic Psychology, where we left yesterday, and we would continue reading that article. I'll just share the article here. So, true yogis first purify their consciousness through practice before even attempting to understand the world. They also identify with the soul. That way, the true witness, the soul, can use the instruments of consciousness, intellect, thinking, and the senses, as well as superconscious perception, to arrive at the best possible answer. The answer can then, of course, also be verified by the scientific method whenever there are measurable variables. But not everything can be measured by science. Coming back to Asmita, our mental health and well being is dependent on what we identify with. The soul is unchangeable. So, when I'm identifying with the soul, can I become angry or sad? No. But when I like or dislike, when I have attachment and aversion, then I can have a reaction, positive or negative. And then it is possible to become angry or sad. I have identified with the instruments of seeing, not the seer. And so I feel pleasure and pain. And on top of this, we identify still more externally with family members, friends, office colleagues, and associate ourselves with them with an emotional bond. So we move farther and farther from our individual center. Raga and Dvesha. The third and the fourth kleshas are Rag and Dvesh, which Patanjali defines as attachment is that which follows from identification with pleasurable experiences. Aversion is that which follows from identification with painful experiences. We become attached wherever we find pleasure. and feel aversion wherever we find pain. If we observe our thinking process, we will find that this happens all the time with people, food, clothing, places, and principles. It can apply to anyone, anything, and any concept. I like her hairstyle. I don't like the way he speaks to me. That house is beautiful. I want one like that, etc. The current of the mind flows towards those things we like and recoils from those things we dislike. The effect of the like and dislike vibrations settles down at point C of the heart and eventually forms samskaras. Everything starts at point C, the strategic point or landing point for samskaras into our system. It is our reactions of likes and dislikes that create the first vibration or stir in the field of consciousness. This affects point C, and from there, the energy forms an impression. To prevent point C from being affected by likes and dislikes, try to maintain a meditative state throughout the day so that the mind maintains its sthit pragya state. The example of the lotus in water is worth revisiting. If this is done, impressions will not affect the field of consciousness. This is one of the most important things we can do for our mental and spiritual health, and it highlights the importance of maintaining a meditative state during the day. Abhivinesha. The fifth of the kleshas is Abhivinesha, which Patanjali defines as follows: clinging to life, flowing through its own nature, can be found even among the wise. Clinging to life, the instinct for survival, is found in all animals. It is an evolutionary imperative that defines the ecology of all species. But where does this instinct come from? In the language of yoga, these instincts are based on samskaric patterns from the past. Instinct is the result of past experience, often from previous lives, that is stored in our field of consciousness. So, clinging to life is the instinctive result of an aversion to death that has come from experience of many past lives. We have known the pain of dying so well. This klesha is also based on the ignorance of identifying with the body instead of the soul, which is eternal and infinite in nature. Let us take a pause here and let us all kindly move towards preparing ourselves for the universal prayer. Let us all take a deep breath within and breathe out. One more time, a deep breath within and breathe out. Let us feel connected to the innermost core of our being, deep within ourselves. With that internal connection within, let us feel connected to each and every one around us. Each and every being in this universe. With this deep connection, and with the intention of well being of one and all, let us all pray together that all brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. आइए हम सभी मिलकर ये प्रार्थना करें कि सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है। Very gently and very slowly come back to the present state. You may take a moment to observe how you are feeling. When you feel comfortable, you may gently open your eyes. We come to the closure of our session today. Before that, a gentle reminder for ourselves to retire to bed with a bedtime prayer and also note down any reflections that we might have through our day. Before closing, we also request one and all to please share with our Hindi speaking brothers and sisters that we have launched Being Heartful every day in Hindi from the 1st of July. The timing remains same, morning session at 6 a.m. and evening at 8:50 p.m. It is live telecasted on Learn to Meditate Hindi channel. Thank you for joining us today and being with us today evening. Wish you all an enjoyable weekend and see you all tomorrow evening at 8:50 p.m. Thank you.